Hi guys, charity shop gold or garbage, Keynsham today. I bought some junk here. I did a video short the other day when I spotted this in the charity shop. I didn't buy it. Then next time I went in there, it had disappeared. And then I went in there today and it was on a different shelf and it was missing the price label. I don't remember what price they had on it originally. But I asked them how much they wanted for it this time, and they said £2. So I bought it. I'm just looking there. That looks like that. I don't know if we can make that out. I reckon that possibly said £1.50, 31st of the 7th. So that was in a different charity shop sometime in the past. I reckon that's what that is. Anyway, I've just paid £2 for it, which is, well, for a novelty value, I suppose it's okay. I thought I'd buy it just to see if it will float. It's got no keel on it, so unless they've actually set some weights into the bottom, if the wind catches it sideways, it will just tip over. And then if the sails get soaked, it will stay tipped over. It won't come back up again. So it's probably designed as just one of those talking point items, something you stick on a shelf somewhere and people can say, oh, that looks interesting. So it probably isn't intended to float. A bit rubbed away there. It might have been used as a toy, I suppose. Does need a bit of repair work. There's a split there. Nothing that couldn't be done. I might just try putting it in some water and see if it sits in water anyway. So we'll look at that again in another video at some time. Talk about that in a minute. Right, this one, £1.99. I'm not sure if that's a good price or not. I did a video probably last year. I picked up the launcher gun, call it what you like. It is a launcher. It's spring loaded and it launches that little aeroplane. I didn't know that at the time when I bought the gun. I could see it was spring loaded, and I thought it was possibly for launching paper aeroplanes. So I actually 3D printed a little bracket to go on the bottom of a paper aeroplane and used it, and it worked. And then at a later date, I actually saw this kit in another charity shop. No, it wasn't in a charity shop, it was in one of the bargain stores. I didn't buy it, but it was handy to know that I was right, that it was for launching aeroplanes. This one's got a problem. It's been packed for so long, the fuselage is curved right over. So if we do launch it, it's going to go round in a very tight circle. Let's just show you what I mean. Yeah. So best thing I can do is put that somewhere with a weight on it and try and straighten it out. People talk about warming this sort of foam up. I've had no luck doing that. It just springs back again. Whereas I did have some little gliders that had this problem, and I left them with weights on them up in the loft for about a year or so. And they did more or less straighten up. I've never actually used them. They're still up in the loft. I've got 6 or 7 of the old little gliders up there. They're lovely big gliders. And there's a whole group of people modifying them for radio control work. I did put radio control on one of them. They're the same basic design, but significantly bigger. So yeah, I'll put that somewhere and put some weights on it. But that's the launcher bracket. So that sits in there. Click it back and launch it. Just wondering why that comes with a screwdriver. I bet I know. I bet it's just a rubber band in there. That doesn't move. That has to be pushed back with that. Yeah, I can see it is just a rubber band in there. So I expect they've given you the screwdriver so you can take it apart and replace the rubber band when it inevitably breaks. Still, if we can straighten that up, we'll give it a little go. I could even put that on my rubber band channel, because that's where I put everything that's powered by rubber bands. It's called Put a Rubber Band on It, the channel. Right, okay, so put that back down there. Finally, this fella. Yeah. Saw it in the shop. I thought, no point in buying it. There's no controller with it. I'm 99% sure it's radio controlled. I think that is the steering. Legs are turned by these cams. Walked. So it walks, but it walks like that that's the steering. It's got a micro USB for charging it, but obviously no controller. And I doubt whether there's much chance that it's 27 megahertz. It's bound to be 2.4 gigahertz, isn't it? You stick that in there. Oh gosh, that's not even going in there. It's not that it doesn't fit, it just, that one isn't long enough to go in. Oh, that's rubbish. I'll have to see if I've got a different size micro USB lead. And then we'll be able to see whether it actually takes charge. I'll do that, and I'll put a little note on this before the end of the video, but we'll probably end up doing a teardown on this and replacing the radio control gear. Certainly if it's 2.4 gigahertz. All right, we appear to have power going into it. I had to cut away the plastic on this plug so that there was enough of it to go in and make contact. Well, that's positive anyway. So we got power going in. We'll have a look later. I'm wondering what off, on, and T. I would guess T is test. So I expect there's a little demonstration mode with a bit of luck. Separate video, we'll have a look at it, see what happens. There's no manufacturer's name on it, as far as oh no, there is. Hang on, what's this down here? Hyper Toy Company, Berkshire, England, SL14 1RU. Hyper Bicycles in Ireland. Okay, well, we'll have a look. We could just check whether it actually floats. Oh yes, it floats. But if we lean it right over, sails get wet and it doesn't self-right. Well, it's got possibilities though, hasn't it? We could put a keel on it. It's floating very high in the water, higher than I expected. So we could put a keel on it, stop it tipping over quite so easily. and to help itself write. So it's got possibilities. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.